She's just coming over to watch the game.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Happy Fri-Yay. It's going to be a good day. Go change a tire this morning. It's going to be good stuff.
Since I cut your hair looks so short today.
But
it's not that short. I even didn't cut the sides as short as I normally do, but because it had gotten so long, it looks like I just cut your hair with no guard.
You got Dirtworks. Not Dirtworks. You got Fresh and Fruity at the end of the first segment, okay? That's where it's going to be. Morning, everybody. Morning. See if I can start the recorder. Yes. Kate. Morning, Kate. Kate's first day is official, and she's 2 minutes late on Facebook Live. Imagine that. I'm saying, Kate's not an hour early. I don't know what she's doing up so early on the Facebook feed. Morning, Annette, Trey, Christy. Who was first up this morning? Trey was first on the comments this morning. Hello. Happy Friday morning to you, everybody. Welcome in to the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Glad to have you with us. It is finally Friday. And here in Manchester and all across the world, I suppose, or at least this part of the world. Glad to have you here. Brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including the M-Sculpt Neo. You can get the six-pack of abs you've always wanted just in time for your fall break trip down to the beach or wherever it is that you're headed. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com, 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. Plenty of ways to catch the morning show. If you're new to us, welcome aboard. I'm glad to have you. Please stay. It gets better, I promise. We will be here 6:30 till 8:30. You can listen to AM 1320. That's the OG. 107.9 FM, 106.7 FM over in Tullahoma, worldwide on the Manchester Go smartphone app, thunder1320.com. Click on Listen Now or the Manchester Go app. You can listen there. You can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams over on Facebook and YouTube. And you can also rewatch the old shows there at your leisure as it is convenient for you. And you can listen to the podcast later on Apple and Spotify. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly and be one of our tens of subscribers. A lot of people listen to the show later in the day. I am surprised that they don't have anything better to do with their time. Currently, we're at 61 degrees, kind of a cool fall start out there today. We're going to heat up, though, 86 degrees, partly sunny skies with northeast breeze at 5 miles an hour. Down to 61 tonight with a 20% chance of a shower. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. They've got their fall stuff out at Wisteria Hill. Y'all get on by and see them and get all that trendy fall clothing at 205 South Woodland Street, just off the square in downtown Manchester. We got a lot to do today. It's Florida Man Friday. We'll recap Holly's golfing trip with Kate yesterday and how she did not keep score properly, but she tried. We'll talk about that and whatever else we get into. We'll take your phone calls. We got games to play. Stupid Silly Stat. Name that TV theme song. And your birthdays at 728-1320. On that note, it's time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this here operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. She is by far the looks inside of this studio. She is the president-elect of the Chamber of Commerce, and she is one of the reasons the rockin' world goes round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Glad to have you with me.
I'm glad it's Fri-Yay.
It is Fri-Yay.
Game day.
Game day. Raiders are at home tonight. We're going to talk about that, comings and goings, next.
This is where it ends.
What's up, everybody? I bet that was the longest game of golf ever. Holly just spraying golf balls all over the course. Yeah, I'm told that's what happened.
No, it isn't.
So
I was an athlete out there.
Holly comes off.
We're doing this in the second segment, so.
Well, I just want to say she brought me her scorecard after she was done, and she had shot like a 55 or 56, and I was like,
boom.
Whoa, Holly, that's really good considering what I thought I was going to see. And then I found out later she didn't count the balls that she hit into the woods.
Girl math. Kate told me.
It's that loose math that Holly does with her accounting. So.
Is this the song that goes, whoa, whoa, whoa,
no.
whoa, whoa, whoa?
Maybe at some point. I don't know.
I like that
Yeah, maybe
song.
it does. How's it go again?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No. Yeah, probably at some point. I don't know.
You're the last thing that I thought I knew.
Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community. We got a lot of things going on today. It is Fair Day at the Coffee County Fair. Y'all get on down there. Gates open at 9. If you want to take the kids, everybody wants to maybe not pay the gate admission, well, you can do that today at the Coffee County Fair. Gates open at 9, and it's free until 4. So if you go after 4, the gate charge is going to be back on. So I don't want to hear any complaining because I told you. I told you so. Because I'm waiting later on the Manchester TN forum for somebody who goes at 5, and the gates were charging. Well, they're free right now. You can walk in and out as you please. Youth Field Day events start at 10 today. There was some confusion over that. They were printed at 9. There was a flyer that said 10. I saw where the fair posted and tried to clear that confusion up. It is 10 is when the Field Day events start. So y'all get on out there and be part of that. Take your kiddies and let them play along. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's free to play in the field events. That is today, and then the fair wraps up tomorrow. It's the last day of the Coffee County Fair. So if you haven't had a chance to go yet, today will be a good day. I may swing out there today and get my lunch. It's a good day for me to go out there and get my ribeye sandwich from the softball team. So because I'm going to pay to get in, I just go in there and get my food and leave. We are one day away from the Cars and Coffee Cruise In. That is tomorrow, 9 till 12 at the Coffee County Administrative Plaza. Thanks to Custom Auto and Rod Shop for putting that on. Avery over there and Jennifer, they do such a good job with that. Tiffany will be there tomorrow morning playing some tunes for you. And then we are 8 days away from the Common John Brewing Company's annual Beer Fest. That is a lot of fun. Get your tickets at commonjohnbc.com. We'll be giving away tickets next week. But don't wait on that. They may sell out before then. So go ahead and get your tickets. And then if you win some, you can invite some friends. And we are 28 days away from fall break. Pumped about that.
I am too.
I'm ready to go to the beach and get away from y'all for just a little while. But that's about it. And then tonight, we have Red Raider football. Coffee County welcomes Shelbyville. 6 o'clock pregame on Thunder Radio, the Friday Night Thunder pregame show. If you've not listened to our pregame show and our game broadcast, I know I'm biased, but I'm telling you, I think you could put it up against anybody's in the entire country when it comes to high school football coverage. Court Steer does such a good job with the Friday Night Thunder pregame show, starting with that pregame speech at 6 o'clock. You listen to that thing and you're not ready to go run through a wall, then you're not human. You need to check yourself. And then we set the tone at 6, and then we got all the region breakdowns. We got interviews with both head coaches pretty much every week, and that's the case this week. Coach John Dryden with Shelbyville. We'll talk to him for a little while. Coach Roger Haynes, and we'll take you up to the kickoff. And we got all the coverage starting at 7, and you can watch it tonight on our Facebook page as well. But we'd love to see you out there. Come on out to Cardin Gerald Field. Kickoff is at 7. That's about it.
That all you got? That all you got?
Trey said, are you sure the food booths will be open today for lunch? They've not been all week. I bet they will today, since it's fair day and the kids are out of school.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, most of the week, the fair, the gates haven't really been open during the day, except for Monday. They've had like Senior Citizen Day or whatever.
People are going to go out there and they're not going to be open.
Sorry.
We're pretty sure.
People are talking a lot about your golf game over here.
I can't wait to share that. Share that with,
Yeah, we'll talk about that next segment. I think Holly was most excited about the outfit she got to wear.
I love those athletic dresses. I mean,
it's our new thing now.
You can dress it down. You can dress it up. I could wear that on the golf course and then go into a nice restaurant.
Yeah, you can get away with that. Do you have any comings and goings that we need to know about?
Let me think. What's going on? I can't think of any right this
I think
minute.
I hit most of them. Lady Raider basketball 3-on-3 tournament is tomorrow.
Yes.
That's in the morning from 8.
Registration
is 8
starts
to 10.
at 8.
Yeah. So if you want to get registered for that 3-on-3 basketball tournament, $75 a team at the high school gym, 8 to 10. Anybody's welcome to play and get on out there and have a good time. Support the Lady Raider basketball program as they get set for another good year of basketball. That's going to be here before you know it, Holly. We're going to be playing basketball in 2 months. Just a touch over 2 months, we'll be playing high school basketball. A month, we'll be playing middle school basketball. Westwood plays on October the 10th.
Wow.
Yeah, I may not be there for that. But
We'll literally be on fall break.
Yeah,
when they're
start playing when everybody's gone. What if they don't have 5 players? Enjoy y'all's games. All right. I think that's about all we got comings and goings. We'll do some other things when we come back. We'll talk about Holly's golf outing, which I'm told was quite the experience. So we'll talk about that. But first, tell everybody about Fri-Yay and Fruity. That's a good way to start their day, getting a little breakfast today, or maybe before they head out to the fair.
Yeah. So Fresh and Fruity is under new ownership. They're right by on Hillsborough Boulevard by Sonic. You stop by and see them. If you go in and they have iced coffees and like breakfast drinks like that. They've got the shakes. If you don't know what to get, I recommend the dragon fruit bowl. It's all of the ingredients are fresh, no preservatives. Get your day started off right at Fresh and Fruity with a healthy breakfast. They open at 6:30. So they're perfect for on your way to work or school. Try Fresh and Fruity in Manchester, Hillsborough Boulevard next to Sonic.
Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better. Since 1975.
I forget something.
No, you've been doing a good job with it. The only one of mine that I actually read is the Dirt Works one. It's because I haven't remembered their number yet, but eventually I will. Holly said, well, I hit a bunch into the woods, but I didn't count those. They don't.
On average, if you play 9 holes, how many balls do you lose on average?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll probably lose 8 or 9. I mean, net loss, probably 3 or 4, because I'm going to find some. 2, I'm going to find some, I'm going to lose some.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
net
when you
loss,
leave.
I'll probably lose 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
I lost only 2.
Good. But you still got to count that as a stroke and take a penalty stroke. Yeah. See, she probably did shoot right about 75, which is what we were saying yesterday. That's probably about right where she was. But she had a couple bogeys, but then again, I don't know if they were true bogeys or she took it out of the woods and threw it up on the green. I don't know.
Is that when I get a 4-on-3?
Yes.
Or a 5-on-4?
And on your scorecard, it's got the.
I don't know how to fill it out.
It's got the par numbers across the top, and she's writing.
I didn't know that.
She wrote
There's lots of numbers on that card.
She wrote down 4 on 3. I was like, what is this? She's like, I got a 4 on a 3.
4 shots on a 3 par.
She had a good time though. Tracy said, how many would you say you hit into the woods and or water if you had a guess total?
None in the water.
None in the water.
Not one. Not
Didn't
one
get wet.
in the water. Also, I did not miss it. I was worried that I was just going to swing the shit out of it and miss the whole ball completely because I had been doing that at the house. But I did not. I made contact every time, which was a win. None in the water. And
how many did Kate hit in the woods?
Kate's were consistently straight.
That's half the battle in golf, or probably more than half the battle, hitting it straight. Kevin wants to know how many times you used your foot wedge.
let's see, if we teed off 9 times, I say,
There actually is a TikTok video.
I say, I use my foot wedge.
You're taking a lot of time to think about this. Are you getting the real number and then paring that back? Are you trying to divide? Just tell us the real number.
I'm thinking, I'm like, if there's 9 holes, not every hole I hit it in the woods,
Yeah.
but a lot of them. So if there's 9 holes, let's say I hit 6 in the woods, not even the woods, all that, like it was in the rough.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Brian says since Kate works there now, does this game count as a business meeting? Absolutely.
It does count as a business meeting. Yes, we actually discussed that yesterday, making it a business outing. Real business happens on the golf course.
They were both trying to figure out how to sell ads. Okay, sir, I don't know how to sell ads. And Holly's like, man, me neither. I don't know how to sell ads. But here, let's take some videos. Morning from West Alabama, Jamie. Glad you're joining us down there. There got any good morning shows down there? The tax deduction, exactly. We don't like our taxes. We pay them, but we have to.
Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Back on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Thanks for being with us. Worldwide, you can listen on the Manchester Go smartphone app. Be sure to give that a download and allow for push notifications because we'll send you things like school closing alerts and other things. And this week we've been sending out the daily fair thing, what's happening at the fair today. So be sure to allow for that on your Manchester Go smartphone app. I'm Josh Holly. Welcome back.
Thank you, buddy.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Emcella treatments can solve urinary incontinence. You can play golf and not have to worry about changing your britches. drvanwinkle.com. All right, Holly. Yesterday there's a demand. People want to know how the golf outing went yesterday. Holly went golfing for the first time in a while.
Probably 15 years.
Nope.
Probably 10 years.
You and I have golfed, so
whatever.
We have golfed, but it has been a while. But Holly went yesterday with Kate, one of our morning show loyal listeners.
Yeah.
And
we went down to Old Stone Fort, and I got there. I don't have clubs. I don't have anything. I don't have anything golfy. I went and got some pink balls before I got to the course, and that's all I had, a box of balls. They were Callaway. Is that a good brand?
Yeah, honey, really good.
Kate gets there and she has everything you could possibly think to need.
All the golf stuff.
In not even golf stuff, just things that I might not think of, like peppermint oil to keep the bugs away.
The bugs down there.
The gnats.
Yeah.
Wow. Any hootie, we get in the golf cart, get it all loaded up, and head down to the first hole, and pow! I got shot. I didn't get shot, but I thought I got shot, and Kate was going, "You're okay. You're okay. It backfires sometimes. You're okay."
Oh.
It was the loudest.
The golf cart backfired.
Yeah.
And you jumped out of it.
I looked at I know I looked at Kate like, we've got to run, something like I was scared. I thought it was a gunshot. I thought someone was shooting at me.
Uh-huh. Well, that seems logical.
Have somebody. She's like, "You're okay. It's fine. It's fine." She was laughing. So we get
good. Now Kate gets a little taste of what I got to deal with anytime there's any kind of loud noise or bang or anything like that around.
I was checking my ear.
People think I'm exaggerating. She'll jump and cover and roll and do whatever she has to.
So we get down there to tee off first, and she's real good about telling me, this is how, you don't have to do it this way. This is how I do it. And so it kind of gave me something to strive, like some direction.
Mm-hmm.
So the first hole, I hit it straight down. Is it a fairway?
It is a fairway.
I hit it straight down the fairway. It was a pretty shot. And
Kate's probably like, oh, I got myself a challenge today.
but what was
Brought a
funny,
ringer out here.
what was funny is her ball and my ball we hit it almost the same place every time. She would hit it, and then my ball would go like 20 feet from hers.
So y'all would be in the same gym. What's good though?
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah. She kept it on the course a lot more than I did. I was in the woods a lot, and I found that when I'm looking for that feeling you get when you swing and you hit it good, you hit it square and it goes straight and up and far. That
It's a
good
good
feeling.
Yeah.
I get that same feeling when I'm looking for my ball and I find other balls. I come out of the woods and I had like 7 or 8 balls. I was like, look what I got.
Like Easter egg hunts.
I feel like it's a very hard sport, but the rules that Kate and I played with made it much easier. Like, for instance, if I hit the ball and it goes in the woods.
That was the hitting sound.
Not even in the woods, just on the wood line, like in the rough.
Uh-huh.
If you take and find your ball and you're in the rough and you pick it up and throw it on the green,
Uh-huh.
it makes it easier.
Uh-huh. It does. I like the rules that you're playing with.
You don't count a stroke for that.
You don't.
Because if you were any good, it would go on the green to begin with.
I gotcha. I like the logic.
Also, if you hit it into the woods or the rough or something, and you can't find your ball, but you find another ball, you pick that ball up and play it from there.
Okay.
And it ain't like I'm picking it up out of the rough and chunking it towards the flag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going straight
over. Yeah.
Straight over
Yeah.
from where I would be.
So
no cheating.
So yeah, no cheating. So somewhat of a decent drop rule that you've got there. So Holly comes back. She we went to lunch when she got done, and she's got herself. She brings her scorecard.
I don't know. Yeah, because I needed Josh to math it for me.
Your mom said it's your PT. The gunshot feeling is that PTSD from growing up near the projects. So.
Any hootie.
Yeah, I don't know where Holly came from. I don't even know. So anyway, she comes up, we go to lunch, and she brings her scorecard in, and I'm like, I want to look at this. And I start looking, as soon as I open it up, I'm like, why are there 2 numbers on all the holes?
So you know what I got and what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, so she wrote the par number down inside of the score area and then the score that she got, or vice versa. So
like if it's a par 5, a lot of times it takes me a lot of times twice that number.
Yeah.
So I got like a 10 on 5.
Yeah. But it's got the par.
An 8 on 4.
But she had a couple of bogeys on one on a par 3 and I think one on a par 4. And I was like, that's not bad. And I started counting it up. I'm like, well, you shot like a 55 or a 56 or something like that. And I'm like, well, that's way better than I thought you would do. And then that's when she started filling me in on.
No, but listen.
Well, I did hit some in the woods. We didn't count those. And then I lost some.
And you don't count reshots. Like if you hit it once and it's a bad shot, you don't count.
Yeah, so she's
redo
unlimited mulligans out there she's playing with. So I was like, oh, okay. Because I said yesterday before she left, she'd be at about a 75. I said, I think you'll shoot about a 75 or 77 or whatever number I use. Right,
you said 77.
And I think that's about where you were. If
I don't think so, Josh.
It.
Because if say I did one of those reshots on each hole, well, that's just 9.
No, it's a stroke penalty. So
that's one stroke.
So you hit your first one, and you hit it in the woods or whatever. So you put it down to tee it up again. That's not 2. You're hitting 3. You take a stroke penalty, then now you're hitting your 3rd shot.
I know. So you're adding that.
You're basically adding 2.
No, you're adding 1.
Okay. We'll just let you see it how you want to see it.
If I take and I hit the ball, boop, and it goes in the woods, that's 1 shot.
Uh-huh.
If I take that same ball and hit it on the fairway, that's still 1 shot, and I'm about to hit my 2nd. But if I pick it up out of the woods and move it, then that's 3 shots. So that's just 1 shot. Anyway.
Clint said he's right.
Okay.
You take a drop penalty
let me
on
look
that.
here. Oh, Samantha said I'm right. So
There's no Samantha.
yeah, there is. She said I'm right. You're right, Holly. She's a golfer. She's a golf pro, actually. And she said I was right. So
she's cringing
who
so
ca-
bad
who
at this
cares-
segment if she's a golf pro.
Who cares what Clint says? Anyway, what I do like are the par 3s. I do not like the par 5s. It takes me forever to get that ball down there because I can't hit it hard. And Kate said, look, if you try to just have a good swing, make good connection, you'll do better than if you get up there and try and hit the snot out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so weak, I feel like I have to give it everything I got just for it to go 50 yards.
No, you don't have to do that. You just gotta make better contact.
The furthest ball that I hit, I felt like was half of a football field.
Well, that's not very good.
That's what I'm saying. It took me 10 hits to get it on a par 5. Oh, and I'm bad at putting, buddy. I hit it too hard.
Yeah. That
was weak.
Mm.
I did like it though, and we're gonna play again.
All that, and she's like, "Yeah, we're gonna play again." I asked, I said, "What are you gonna play again?" She said, "Yeah, I think Kate wants to play again."
I felt we didn't have it. It was kind of a chill day. There weren't a lot of golfers in front of us, and for a long time there weren't any behind us. But I feel like if there was golfers behind us, it would give me anxiety. Yeah. I would probably have to pull over and say, y'all just play through.
Well, and they probably would appreciate if you did that. But, the girl one is like that when she was driving. When I was teaching her to drive, and she would all of a sudden be going 70 on a back road. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, there's people behind me. I'm like, well, I don't care. She's like, yeah, but they seem like they're in a hurry. I don't care. Kate says we can go play a par 3 course in Murfreesboro next. So enjoy.
Is it all par 3s?
Yeah, they have par 3 courses. We used to have one here. Anybody remember that? I was like, was it on Mountain View Road or? It's a long time ago. I was probably a teenager. We had a par 3 course. It was around for a year or two. I don't know if it was even 9 holes. It may have been 9.
When we get up there to the par 5s, I'm like, okay, where's the flag? And Kate's just like, it's that way. Just hit it that way. It was going to go in the woods regardless where the flag was. So I don't even know why I was worried about it. But couldn't even hardly see it. It was so tiny.
Trey said, I'd recommend putt-putt instead.
I'll get better.
Yeah,
I'll get better.
Trey remembers that par 3 course, Asbury area. I think it was Mountain View Road. I think that's the name of a road out there.
Kate says that we should get golf lessons from like a golf pro, and we could get, if we're this good now, then we could get really good.
Yeah. I recommend you spend more time doing it because we had so much free time.
Hey,
I don't know how Kate's going to sell any advertising on the golf course all the time.
That's where business happens.
Not with you.
Yes, it does.
You know what's going to happen is Holly's will come back and be like, I bought some ads from Kate. For people who missed it, she works with us doing some advertising sales. She still does her real estate thing, but she's going to need to. At the pace she's selling ads, she's going to need to keep selling houses. So but Holly's going to come back. She's going to be like, well, I bought some ads from Kate because she made a real good point. And we need to advertise the morning show, and I paid for them. That's what's going to happen.
That's an exaggeration.
That is not an exaggeration. It's not hard to get Holly to spend money with you. You just got to ask her.
I was trying to think if there was anything else. While I was out there golfing, I was so concentrated on my game that I didn't think about anything else. I didn't think about work or the kids, and so I liked that.
It's good to probably go do that then once every now and then just to get you a little break.
Yeah.
A little mental break.
Do you want to golf with me? Would you golf with me?
Yeah. I would golf with you.
No, you wouldn't. The
problem with me in golf is I would not relax. I would get very mad that I'm not better at golfing. And so then I get, by the second or third hole, I'm mad that I'm not any better at this. And then I'm going to start getting mad at the dollars that I'm losing on the balls that are going into the river.
That feeling when you hit the ball and it's just like a sweet shot. however good that feeling is, it's equally as bad when you make a bad shot.
Bad shot.
I just want to take that club and just chunk it.
Right? So that's why I can't play.
Said some.
My anger has not gotten better as I age.
I quoted some lines from Happy Gilmore out there, and maybe I should have counted the amount of cuss words I said.
Not you.
It probably also would have been close to 75, 77.
More cuss words or more strokes? Which one? Trey said, I missed the answer. Was there wine in Kate's bag? It was a business meeting. There was no wine.
It wasn't wine.
It was lemonade. All right. We've got more morning show. We got to move on. We got Stupid Silly Stat coming up in just a minute. And we'll give away some prizes. Also, name that TV theme song. Your birthday's later. Florida Man Friday. A lot to get in. We had another, I think we're getting ready to get the 5th or 6th new tire for the girl one today. So that's
my mom asked me if we were going to talk about this. I'm like, on the way here, I was like, I don't know, Mom. I don't even know if I can bring it up.
I was not in a good mood about it last night.
You recovered. I'm proud of your recovery. You get the Gold Star Award today for VIP.
I was so mad.
He was so mad.
Well, I had just laid down in bed.
I'm going to tell you something. If it's after 8 and our daughter calls,
it's
the worst feeling because she's broke something, tore something up, something. She's
not calling us to be like, what's up?
Hey, I missed you guys. I just wanted to tell you I appreciated you and everything that you do for me.
Yeah.
That's never the call after 8.
Yeah, no, something's wrong.
We answered the phone and she's like, hey, I think my tires may be flat.
We'll tell the rest of that story later. That's how we'll just leave it there. Cliffhanger on that. As she was driving down the road, my tires may be flat. Let me give you a quick weather forecast. 86 today for your high, and then some fall weather this weekend. Tonight, the football game is going to feel nice, down around 61. 75 on Saturday, and some clouds early, and then we'll get some more sun later in the day. 48 Saturday night, 77 on Sunday, then around 50 Sunday night, and then up to the mid-80s Monday and Tuesday. No rain really in the forecast, except for a slight 20% chance tonight. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. Spiders, termites, fleas, ants, mosquitoes. Call Patent Pest Control. There's no contracts. 931-247-0781.
Start your day the fresh and fruity way. Now, under new ownership, we're serving up all natural goodness with fresh fruit and no added preservatives, just pure delicious flavor. And guess what? We've expanded our menu. Come in for a hot coffee. With a fresh bagel.
You should buy some golf balls with a Thunder logo on them. Holly spraying miniature billboards everywhere on the course. That's a pretty good idea. You're not going to invest in that, though.
Invest in what?
Thunder golf balls. Not going to happen. Let's see here.
Today is my little brother's birthday.
I'll put him on the birthday list. Let's see, 22?
Yeah, 22.
Taylor Swift sang a song about him. Yeah, she calls and she says, I think my tires are flat or something. My car's making a noise.
There's this funny sound and weird smell.
It smells weird. I was like, well, pull over. Where? I'm like, wherever you are, stop the car. And she's like, well, like on the road? Not in the road. Like, pull over to the side of the road. What made me mad in the moment, a couple different things. I was about to fall asleep. Like I was, my eyes were kind of, so I'm startled awake by this. And 2, this is about the 5th time this has happened. And it's the same thing every time. She'll drive a couple miles down the road on a flat tire. Just she's like, I didn't even notice it making a sound. You know. She gets out of the car and then she checks it and she's like, "Oh my God, it's so hot!"
She touches.
She
the
just
tire.
touches this tire that she's been riding on flat for, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 miles. And it's shredded. She shredded the tire. And she probably wasn't far from catching that thing on fire. I mean, it was so, when I got there, I never smelled anything like that. Now that was the most odoriferous thing. And I noticed that her car has smelled bad lately. It has smelled bad. Like because I make her lunch and I'll go get her lunchbox out of the car because she forgets to bring it in. And I'm like, Gracie, your car smells bad. There's something wrong in there. You need to clean that out. Something's in there. She's like, I know. I cleaned it out. I've been trying to fix it. It smells bad. But this morning I stopped. We just left her car last night because I didn't have time to change. I didn't want to change the tire last night. Hers is a real pain. You got to have like this special wrench to get even to the lug nuts. So I didn't feel like messing with it, so I just took her home. This morning I stopped by to make sure everything's in the trunk, the jack and everything, and opened the trunk, and she has a tackle box, a fishing tackle box in the trunk that's got stink bait in it that's been in there all summer long, just baking in the sun. She ain't been fishing. I'm like, that's the smell. 90% of car issues are from women not knowing when to shut it down and check it out. Yes. Happy Friday to you, everybody. Thunder Radio morning show here until, I don't know, 8:30. Unless I decide to cut out early. Who knows? You know? Who knows what we'll do? But we're here till 8:30 for now. We got games to play. We'll finish telling the tire story in a minute. We talked about it some during the break. You can be part of the show during our commercial breaks over on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams, Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. People over there chit-chatting with us, and they can message us from either side. You can message from YouTube or from Facebook, and I'll see your messages, and we'll play along with you. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, buddy.
What's happening over at Prater's today for lunch?
Okay, it's Friday.
Say that you didn't sound very exciting that it's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yes, Holly, better.
All right. Let me pull that menu up.
Oh, you didn't know we do that here?
We do a lot of things, a lot of places. Entertain the people while I pull the menu up, buddy.
All right. Prater's. They do have $9.99 lunches starting at 11 o'clock. Meat and 2 and $10.99 for your meat and 3 at Prater's Barbecue on Fridays.
I need to print it out and tape it right here.
It'd be good.
Cajun catfish, fried catfish, smoked pulled pork, smoked pork chops, mashed potatoes, baked beans, broccoli and cheese, mac and cheese, pasta salad, coleslaw, and side salad. Get your choice of a meat, 2 sides, a drink, and bread, all for just $9.99.
I just said that part.
All right.
Prater, 620 Woodbury Highway. All right, let's play games.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive. I'll have to go see them today for a new tire, and you can as well. They're at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard, right in front of College Street Elementary School. And you can even do financing on that tire. Good thing, because I'm trying to go on vacation. So y'all get on by and see them at Freedom Automotive. They got brand new tires, good deals, and they can handle all of your other automotive repairs as well. Holly?
20% of people have this on them at all times. What is it? 20% of people have this on them at all times. What is it?
728-1320 to get through on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines this morning and take your guesses. I have Thunder Radio swag for the winners, and you also win bragging rights for the weekend and today as well. Wrong answers get to call back and try again. And the kids are not in school today. So that means you adults can play. I know it's hard for the adults to play when kids are in school because they just hog up the phone lines.
20% of people say they have this on them at all times. What is it?
728-1320 to take your guesses. My favorite thing, it doesn't happen much, but my favorite thing is when the kids are out of school, but they still will call in. Like they woke up and they got the show on.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen much. Like when we approach summer break, kids a lot of times they'll tell me, like, I'm still going to wake up and listen to the morning show. And I'm like, oh, buddy, I thank you. You're not, but thank you for saying that. And they don't. But occasionally they do. Josh Taylor said, depends on the age group. But I would say inappropriate, yes.
I'm trying to think of what that would be.
Morning show.
That's a good guess.
He said pocket knife. I didn't have you turned on. That's my fault. Not the right answer, though. Good try. 20% of people have a pocket knife on them at all times. No. Good guess, though.
20% of people say they have this on them at all times. I'm not one of the 20%.
I'm not either. I will say I may have been one of the 20%.
Don't say it. I know what you're going to say. Don't. It's going to give it away. You can tell it later.
Morning show.
I bought a pocket knife for a set of keys.
Good guess, but it ain't that.
That's two different guesses.
Thanks for playing.
He said a pocket knife or a set of keys.
Yeah,
that's two different.
Like you could have said pocket knife or a box cutter or something like that. Be a similar guess. He's like, pocket knife or a set of keys or, some change or maybe a flashlight. I don't know. None of that's right. 728-1320. I had to be careful with my samples. I was about to give away to say the right one. It's not pocket knife. Morning show.
Pen or pencil.
Pen or pencil. That's a really good guess. Not it, though. Pen or pencil. Good guess.
We've got a friend who he wears a hat a lot of times, and he always has a pen or a pencil or a fork or something in his hat, like shoved in his hat.
Who is that?
Jason Nagadula.
Oh.
He and even if he doesn't have a hat on, there'll usually be something like in his ear, like propped behind his ear.
I've tried that approach. Lose that stuff. It doesn't stay there for me.
It doesn't stay in your hat or
my
behind your ear
or anywhere. Yeah, I'm going to lose that. I'm too fidgety. Morning show.
Chapstick.
Chapstick. Really good guess, but not it. Good try. Laura says hot sauce.
We went to eat yesterday, and Josh said, I wish I had some hot sauce. And I was like, I got you, buddy.
She said, here you go. And she starts pulling out hot sauce packets.
I got hot sauce and mustard in my bag.
Swag.
I hate going somewhere to get French fries, and they don't have mustard. What are you doing? This is America.
728-1320 to take your guesses on the Ben Lomé Connect hotlines. 20% of people say they have this on them at all times. Or, I don't know if they say that, but they do. They have it on them. Morning show.
Glasses.
Glasses. Good try, but no, not it. Glasses.
They're going to be filthy if they're mine.
Yeah. A hanky.
Listen, when I worked at the hospital, I had a coworker who used an old-fashioned handkerchief to blow his nose. And let me tell you something, he had sinus issues.
Oh.
And he would just pull it out, blow his nose, and put it right back in his pocket and reuse it throughout the day. And I'm like, buddy, this is
sanitary. Yeah. Morning show.
Driver's license.
Driver's license. That's probably more than 20%. Good guess. Good guess.
Thank you for trying.
Thanks for trying. Yeah. Your driver's license, you got to think more than 20% of people are going to have their driver's license on them at most all the time. Especially here in the South where everybody drives. 20%. It's not a big number. 1 out of 5 people have this on them at all times. It can be so many different things. Leanne says a comb.
Leanne sent me a message yesterday, and she said she bought the new Diva detergent and used it, but didn't tell Dr. Van Winkle. And she screenshotted his text. He said, "Did you switch detergents? Because this smells really good."
Hang on a second. Morning show.
How about a checkbook?
A checkbook. Good guess, because that's kind of a dying thing. Not as many people have that, but that's not the right answer. Good try. A checkbook. I've always got my checkbook with me.
I don't even
I came
own
along
a
and-
checkbook. Do I have a checkbook? I don't even think I do.
Nah.
You're just telling me no, so I won't be writing checks. It don't matter.
I'd rather you write checks. A debit card swap's way too easy. Yeah. We were kind of the last. I feel like we're kind of the last generation who's going to deal with checks. Like, I think that's got to be dying. I know they still have them. Like, business checks are a little different, but personal checks, I don't think a lot of stores don't even take them anymore. They're phasing that out. Morning show.
A toothpick.
A toothpick. Good guess. Not it though. Remember, I used to write the heck out of some checks. Back when I was getting out of high school, I got all that money for graduation.
When you had those Tennessee Vols checks.
I still have Tennessee Vols checks.
Oh, okay.
Then I just had regular checks. I wasn't going to pay the money for the
Okay.
custom ones. But I would go to the gas station and get like $15 worth of stuff and be like, I'm just going to go ahead and write this for 20 over. So I get some cash. No, that's not really a
Do they
thing
do
anymore.
that? Do they?
They did. I don't think you can. I don't know if you can do that now or not. You can get cash back on your debit card, I think. Morning show.
Hey, Josh, I tuned in late, so I may have missed. Repeat the question.
20% of people have this on them at all times.
So it's all the time. I'm going to say underwear.
Good guess. Not it though. Good guess. Thanks for playing.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah. Maybe not literally on them.
Yeah, maybe like when they're out. Like
Yeah.
if you see somebody out and say, "Hey, do you
Yeah.
have this?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, actually, I do."
Yeah, we don't want to get too literal with all times. If they're, like Holly said, if they're out, if they're going to school or to work or out and about, they're gonna have this. You can be like, "Hey, man, you got that?" And they're gonna have it. 728-1320. Take your guesses. Morning show.
An umbrella.
An umbrella. Good guess, but nope, not it. Had some good guesses over on the cameras, belt, cash, car keys, money. None of that's
It's
right.
not an item of clothing of any kind.
Can we give a hint? We need to give a hint. We're getting kind of late in the day.
Okay.
After these two calls. Morning show.
Gum.
Boom. There it is. I'm glad we didn't give a hint because gum is the right answer. What's your name?
Lily.
You say
Good
Lily?
job, Lily.
Lily. Are you a gum carrier? Do you have gum on you?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Well, come up here and get your prize. Bring me some gum. Okay.
Yes, sir. Will do. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Don't bring him no gum.
Don't bring me any gum. You can get your prizes here at the Unity Medical Center studios at Thunder Radio on Oakdale Street.
I stopped chewing gum.
Leslie said gun with an N.
Close.
Yeah, just missed one letter.
I don't chew gum anymore because I don't want to pull my teeth out.
Yeah, Holly's lost her ability to chew gum.
Well, I pulled a crown out one time eating.
One time?
Twice. I pulled a crown out chewing on some candy.
I took Holly out and got her some real nice chocolates.
Like artesian chocolates.
Morning show.
Fingery no clip.
Good guess.
Good guess. The answer was gum. So, yeah, I took Holly out to get her some. It was Valentine's, and I got personalized chocolates made from a chocolatier, like some real nice stuff. And
It was like sea salt caramel chocolates. Oh man.
one bite, and she loses a crown while we're at a
We were at the
weekend getaway.
Chattanooga Choo Choo.
We were at the Choo Choo. Yeah. Morning show.
Yes. Is this show a rerun, or am I just forgetful?
We are
well-
live on air.
Well, if you asked me if it was a rerun,
Huh?
Yeah, it's not a rerun.
it's not a rerun. No.
Okay. Okay. I just thought it was. I'm sorry.
It's,
Oh,
no,
Bye.
It's okay.
no, it's okay.
No, it's you call anytime.
You made her feel bad.
I didn't make her feel bad.
You did. You're like, well, if you're talking to me, it ain't a rerun.
well, logic tells me.
That's why I feel like I need to go behind Josh.
But
and
if I said yes, it is a rerun. No, we appreciate her listening, but I don't know. No, it's not a rerun. No, not a rerun. We're here. We're live. We're actually talking back to you and stuff. Here's the thing. Dr. Carmi said, I want a refund if this is a rerun. I'm going to give you your money back. Here's the thing. Our show can be very similar from day to day because we have the same
format.
I mean, it's, comings and goings are first. Then we have a free play segment, which who knows what we're going to talk about. And then we play our games.
Yeah.
We may have used that stat before. Like she may have a wicked good memory and that stat seems familiar to her. And then we'll play Name That TV theme song and all that.
I just appreciate her tuning in.
Oh, of course. Appreciate her tuning
I'm not
in.
like Josh.
I was just trying to banter. But she did not want to banter. Okay, sorry, bye. I said, no, I just wanted to chat with you.
So we didn't really get to tell the tire story.
No, we didn't. We could tell it here, though. So this is, again, probably why it seems like a rerun, because our girl one has busted another tire.
And again, if she calls after 8, it's usually as something we don't want to hear.
Yeah. And
so Josh gets
cranky
on the phone with her, and I'm gonna tell you, buddy he went from 0 to 10
real quick.
Fast.
We were laid
I
down.
thought he was gonna get there, walk over to the car, and flip it over. That's how mad he was.
I was that mad.
Now you got no tires and no car.
I thought about it. I did think about it. So listen, we went, or she had gone to the fair or whatever, and she's on the way home. And like Holly said earlier, if we get a call after her after 8 o'clock, she ain't calling us to check on us, see how our day is, see what we're doing. She's calling to tell us something is wrong or she needs something.
Yeah.
That's what she's calling for. And we know that. So as soon as it rings, I'm like, oh boy, so we,
I'm like, oh no, Gracie's calling. Oh no, oh no.
So I pick up the phone and she's like, I think my tires are flat or something. Tires, plural.
I think my tires may be flat. Well,
I'm like, why do you think that?
I'm driving.
It's making a weird noise. I'm like, well, pull over. And if you're a long time listener of the show, you know that we have gone through a lot of tires. I think this will be the 5th or 6th new tire I've had to get her for just random things that she's ran over, bust, and then she drives on them, and then she ruins the tire. And so I'm like, all right, just pull over. Where? There, where you are, pull over. Like in the road? I'm like, you to the side of the road, please. Well, I'm just going to go up to Greens up here. I'm like, where's Greens? Oh, it's up here a little bit. No, you need to pull over now. She's like, it smells bad too.
So she gets out of the car, gets pulled over, gets out of the car, touches the tire, and she's like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. It's hot.
It's because you've been driving. She nearly has caught this thing on fire. She's driven on it so long. And so I'm like,
it is shredded. It looks like somebody took a cheese grater to that tire.
Who knows? The rims probably.
She's like, oopsie. So Josh is so mad when he's getting ready to leave. He's so mad because she didn't realize she had gotten a flat tire earlier. He's like, she should have known as soon as she.
Yeah. Because this is not the first time she's had a flat tire. And the first time she had one and took off driving on it, she had a friend with her who was like, hey, I think you got a flat tire. The friend had to tell her. And so she pulled over, and it had fallen off the rim. It wasn't low or flat. It was gone. And she's just like,
oopsie daisy.
And so look, it was the first time. She's young. She's 16 at the time. And I'm like, honey, you didn't think it was driving weird? Yeah, but I didn't know. I'm like,
she thinks it's a tank.
Yeah, she just drives that thing and does what she wants to with it. So, this is why I'm getting so mad now, because this is not the first time or the second time or the third time, that we've done this. So then I get there and sure enough, this tire is just shredded. It's awful. It's shredded. The smell, like, I'm not a car person. I don't know much about them, but I do know if the tire is low or, you need to pull over. You cannot drive on a flat tire. So I get there, and the smell is it was like I walked into the Bridgestone factory. The smell of burning rubber, like it was more. It's the most odoriferous, just pungent smell that I have.
Until you opened the trunk and found the stink bait.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay. And then she's pulled this thing right in the middle of the Greens parking lot, just right in the middle, just.
Like
right.
if you're gonna go through that much trouble to drive on it, pull the extra 10 feet up in the parking
lot. So I'm like, all right, we got to back this thing up a few feet and put it in a parking spot because I'm not changing this tire. She's got a car that the wheel on it, for whatever reason, it's got like a little cover on it, and you have to have like this special Allen wrench just to get that cover off to get to the lug nuts. I'm not doing this at 9:30 at night. I'm like, we're just gonna leave this here. I'll get it tomorrow. And on the way home, I'm like, where is that stupid wrench? I'm trying to think of where everything's at. I'm trying to plan my day because I'm like, I've got things to do tomorrow. So I'm trying to get it figured out. I'm trying not to yell at her too much. But I didn't. On the way home, I was just like, how was the fare?
I think he yelled enough at the house and maybe in the car on the way to pick her up that by the time he got there, it was like that rage had gone. And then
I was more stoic at that point.
He was just like,
yeah. Tracia, let's get her on the line. That would be a good idea.
The phone?
Yeah, she's asleep. So anyway, it would be probably a gold segment to get her on the phone if she were awake and lucid at this moment. Otherwise, she'll be very cranky and you will not be impressed. So I was like, well, ask her how the fare was. And I was like, honey, you've got to do a better job of knowing when your tire's flat. I just don't know how I'm supposed to know. And I'm like, this thing has certainly been flat since she's left the fair. I know it has. She's gone 5 miles on it. I have a feeling she drove, and when she got past the red light at Oak Liquors there and Las Fajitas and started to speed up and go faster, that's when she started to hear it. But I have no doubt this tire was flat when she left the fairgrounds. And she just drove.
I said, Gracie, it'll make a sound. She's like, I thought that was the truck near me. I thought it was a sound from another vehicle.
And I'm just like,
you can feel it though when your car's.
She said, like, that's what she said. She said, how do I know that it's flat or there's something wrong? I said, okay, you drive your car every day. You drive it every day and you know how it drives. You know that this is how my car drives. Like if you get in my truck and drive it, it's going to drive different, right? But you drive this car every single day and this is how it handles. This is what it feels like. Now you get in it and all of a sudden it's like, do you not realize that that's not right? Something's wrong. It's not the road. It's your car. You have to pull over.
She's a little irritated with me because I won't let her drive in Murfreesboro.
Then this is why.
And I want to say Exhibit A.
Yeah.
What are you going to do when you just...
I want to get all of her old tires and I want to put them up and be like Exhibit A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. This is why you can't leave and go to Murfreesboro.
You can't drive in Murfreesboro because you can't drive in Coffee County.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even like it when she goes to Tullahoma. I'm like, I'm just terrified. There were people probably flashing their lights at her.
Pull over.
She's like, hi.
People are very friendly tonight.
I know. And it's just... So when I leave here this morning, I get to go change this tire. Thankfully, so this morning, I stopped by
where the car is parked
to make sure, because I don't know if I've got this. Last time she drove it home. She called. The last time she called, she was, about a mile from the house. She's like, oh, my car's making a weird noise, and we can hear it. We can hear it through the speakerphone. It's the tire. I'm like, you've got a flat tire. She's like, oh, I'm almost home. She was not. She was a mile from the house. So she drives it the rest of the way home. I had to change it in the driveway. Anyway, we didn't have that little Allen wrench. My neighbor let me borrow one that fit. And apparently...
You kept it.
He let me keep it. No, he said, keep this. You probably need it again. But today I happened to find that. So I was stopping by
It was smart of us to put it leave it in her car.
I did not leave it in her car.
That would have been smart.
I would have been smart.
Where did you put it?
On the workbench in the garage.
And you found it?
I found it this morning just looking around.
That's amazing.
I was like, this doesn't look like my Allen wrench, and grabbed it and took off with it. So I stopped by Greens and I'm like, I'm going to stop and I'm going to, make sure this is the right wrench and open the trunk, make sure the jack is back here and everything. Because if I come back later and the stuff's not in there, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah.
So I stop and sure enough, that wrench fits perfect. I'm going to open the trunk, make sure that the jack is in here. And I open the trunk and I get hit with the second most odoriferous smell that I've smelled in a while, besides the rubber the night before. And she had and I noticed a few weeks ago that her car smelled awful.
Well, she had left her Stanley or a cup in there, and it had coffee, and so the coffee had curdled.
She said that was the smell, but I'm telling you, the smell in there was bad. And I was like, listen, girl, your car stinks. She's like, I know. I left a Stanley in there, and I took it out, and I've tried to clean and spray stuff, but it's just not helping. And I'm like, I don't think it's the Stanley. You need to look in your car, make sure you not got some food somewhere or something. It smells really bad. And I feel bad because she picked up some different people and took them to school the other day.
She takes her neighbor to school.
And I'm like, y'all been driving around in this. It smells awful. So I opened the trunk to see. I'm like,
he was looking for
I was looking for the jack and everything, and open the trunk, gets smashed with this smell. And I look, and there's a tackle box, a fishing tackle box that has stink bait in it, like some kind of just manufactured catfish bait she's bought. She doesn't even fish. She went
that's
fishing,
probably from last spring.
or it's probably from May or June. Her and the neighbor would go fishing in the very first of the summer. So I open it, and I get hit with, and I was like, what is that smell? And I see that tackle box, and I open the tackle box, and there's this stink bait in there. It's been baking in the sun.
Did you leave it?
Awesome. Yes, I left it. I'm making her get that out. I'm not dealing with that. And that's the smell that's in the whole car. The whole car is just tainted. It may never come out. We're going to take it and get it steam cleaned.
I ain't getting it steam cleaned. She's just gonna.
I still don't know if it's like smoker car. Like, when somebody smokes in a car and you can't get it out. I think it's permanent now. So anyway, that's what I get to deal with when we get off the air this morning.
You were so mad yesterday that I was so relieved of your recovery today. You were.
I got everybody on pins and needles around the house. They wake up like, what kind of moves Josh in today?
I can deal if something goes wrong, but it's too much to deal with what's going wrong and Josh when he is rageful.
At a certain point, I just had enough.
He's just going to burn it all down at that point.
Yeah. These women just, I can't drive it like that. I don't know. No.
Me, I'm just like, her frontal lobe's not developed yet. It's going to get better, right? She's going to grow up.
We are way late for our next break. We got to get to that now. I want to tell you about our friends at Dirtworks. I know you guys have heard about our now infamous grading and excavation work that I did around the pool. Holly and I nearly got divorced live on air over this. That's when I realized you need professionals. I don't want some amateur doing my open heart surgery or working on my teeth or cutting my hair. You want professionals for those things. You want professionals to do your excavation work. And that's where Dirtworks comes in. I really wish I had known about these guys when I was doing my grading work. Would have saved me so much time and mental peace for sure. These guys operate with the precision of a skilled surgeon. They can help with standing water issues at your home or your business. They can even install drainage systems and driveways. They install sod, and they can do land clearing for you as well. They do not cut corners, and they stand by their work. At Dirtworks, in fact, if something goes wrong, they go back and fix it at no cost to you. Call Dirtworks and get on their schedule at 931-409-0782. That's 931-409-0782. 931-409-0782. Dirtworksforyou.com. That's dirt, WORX, the number 4, the letter U.com.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio update.
So finish the diva story. Did she texted him or he texted him, was like, do we get new detergent?
Oh yeah.
Dr. Van Winkle?
She didn't tell him,
Yeah.
but he I guess he put his clothes on and he's like, man, this is nice. That was the end of it.
Nice. Did she tell you what it cost, Dr. Van Winkle? You'll be hanging that shirt back up wearing it 2 or 3 times before you have her wash it again. You find out what that costs.
Just let him enjoy that. Why you want to ruin that for him? Our neighbor said, I'm dying.
She listening this morning?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Shonda is.
Yeah, it was the stink bait. That car smells so bad.
Now take that stink bait and go fishing with it.
Yeah, you'll catch all kind of fish. He had people complimenting how good he smells. I don't have that because we can't afford to wash the clothes with it. We just do the sheets and the towels.
And, like the throw blankets.
Trey said, I'm not sure if Holly knows when a tire is flat, but I do know that there's nobody better than Holly at driving straight through the center of a ditch. That's true. Check those curbs out at Old Country Club. Those culverts out there.
What?
Those culverts out at Old. Remember you drove and right into one in your car at Country Club.
What's Country Club?
Old Stone Fort, that neighborhood out there. You ran right into one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
It drifted or something. I just was over there before I knew it.
Yeah. Well, tell Shonda to. I'm sure.
I said, I'm
Chloe
sorry.
will appreciate having a better smelling car. We'll at least fix that.
I said, I'm sorry. Chloe's been riding in the stink mobile. Gracie's like, you want to ride to school? Chloe said, no, that's okay.
I'll just ride with my mom.
I'll ride the bus.
I think she stopped and picked up another girl the other day.
Who?
Like, the Costello girl. I think she stopped and got her. I think.
Gracie?
Yeah, I think so. I think they had asked Tim to get her, and he asked Gracie, and I think she got her. I don't know if that ended up happening.
That's embarrassing.
And I'm like, sorry, it stinks in here. She hadn't even woke up yet for me to tell her about that. I've sent her a text. I'm like, I know why your car smells. You make her clean that out today.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, she'll want to not do it.
No, she'll do it.
She needs to get that out. She needs to get some spray in there and then vacuum out the front part of her car. I don't know if her car, I should get her a front license plate. Diva detergent, Trey, Diva. I love that stuff. It's expensive, but it's good. We had rented, or we had bought a couple of nights at Katrina's lake house at Tim's Ford at an auction, and we used it that Memorial Day or somewhere around there. And we went out there, and she had washed all of her bed sheets and stuff in that, and I was hooked. And we had to find out immediately what that was. But it's expensive. We can't use it on everything. She needs to vacuum the front out today and spray stuff in there. Put some of that Diva detergent in there. I don't care. That's something's got to spray it. Little spray.
I do. I put that Diva detergent in a spray bottle and I dilute it with a little water. Spray it everywhere.
I don't know which fragrance it is. It's a good one.
Tyler? Or is that the maker?
Sun's bright. That smell had to be getting on her clothes. She had to be walking around smelling like that. Like, that smell at a certain point, it just gets on you.
I don't know, man.
I'm thinking about going fishing later.
She never smelled stinky to me.
I only have about 4 shirts I wear when I'm off work, so maybe I should get some. Yeah. Y'all can probably tell my wardrobe's not very diverse. We were way past our time. We'll name that TV theme song. We're just late. The Florida Man Friday may have to wait until
the
8 o'clock segment.
I'm surprised you found that Allen wrench on our messy workbench.
I don't know how I found it. God. It was nothing short of a miracle. Because that workbench has just got stuff everywhere on it. I grabbed a couple of Allen wrenches that I knew weren't going to fit it. But I was like, oh, I'll take it and at least size it to see kind of how much bigger. And I was going to go buy some.
Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Thunder Radio morning show. Thanks for being with us today. You've had certainly a busy day. A lot of stories to have told, and probably more fun ahead. We got another, 50 minutes or so. We're here till 8:30. Glad you're here with us. Brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle, 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. Current temperature outside the Thunder Studios, or the Unity Medical Center studio, 64 degrees, high of 86 today. Sunny skies, very bright outside right now. Going to be a beautiful one. Overnight tonight around 61. We do have a slight chance of showers, 20% chance. Weather forecast, or temperature update, I should say, brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. They have all of their fall clothes out at Wisteria Hill. So get on by and see just what you can find at 205 South Woodland Street. That's just off the square in downtown Manchester in the Woodland Shopping Plaza. Holly?
Josh?
Oh, we got games here. We're way past due, but we're still going to play. We're way late today, but we're going to play Name That TV theme song, right?
Yeah, so Josh's going to play a 1, 2, and a 3-second clip of a TV show theme song. When you figure out what the show is, just give us a call.
I don't have the new ones in here.
Oh.
I'm still looking at MASH. MASH. Yeah. We played yesterday was MASH, and MASH is still in there, so we'll have to wait on Holly to move them over. And it'll take a second. While we wait, I'll entertain you with stories. I don't have anything good. Trey said he was able to find that tire tool because it's used so frequently. I know. Well, I'm pretty sure it's our neighbor's tool. Like it's his wrench. And he was like, well, you'll probably need this again before I will. He wasn't wrong. So it's still sitting there. All right, here we go. Name that TV theme. So how are we playing today? Are they doing trivia too, or
no? We'll just name the show.
Okay, so if you hear this song, you're like, I know the TV show that this goes with. Call me at 728-1320. Win yourself some Black Rifle coffee. I don't know the answer.
I know it.
Well, will you send it to me?
I can just tell them yes or no.
Okay.
Name that TV show.
What TV show does this theme song go with?
I text you the answer.
Oh, yes. Okay. 2-second clip. It's a funny show.
Yeah, it was funny.
I'm waiting patiently on our first attempt. 728-1320. If you get the right answer, I'm going to give you a bag of Black Rifle coffee. Nothing. You got him fooled, Holly. People know it. They're just not calling into play. Morning show.
That 70s show.
It is that 70s show. Well done. What's your name?
Sharon.
What was it?
Sharon.
Sharon? Sharon.
Yep.
Good job, Sharon. Winner. I got some Black Rifle coffee for you up here. You want to come pick that up? Okay.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Well, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Bye-bye.
See, look at me. I'm pleasant.
Look how pleasant you were. The first lady that called is like, well, why was he so rude to me?
I wasn't rude.
You're talking to me, ain't you? It ain't a rerun.
Why
are you the lady that you
question,
are?
it was like, what are we in Inception right now? Is this show a rerun or is this real life right now? I just answered your call.
She don't know if you're on air at the studio.
True. That is true. I'm just glad she's listening. Loyal listener. I've had some voicemails from her before.
Oh, you have?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We appreciate you.
We do. Each and every one of you. All 14 or 15 of y'all that listen to the morning show every day. I got to speak to the Kiwanis Club last night. We were invited to go speak to them. And it was we were invited to come speak about Thunder Radio and the Dream for Weave Foundation, which is obviously very important to us as well. And turned into me spoke at the Kiwanis Club.
There's no reason for us both to stand up at the podium and say something.
We should have had like a morning show skit lined up, and we just kind of got up there and went back and forth with each other, just like a segment on the show.
Yeah, I don't think so. It was Josh is such a good speaker, and I'm not. And they what did they call the happy jar?
Happy bucks.
Happy bucks. You know, at the beginning of the meeting, you pass the jar around and you put $1 in and say something you're happy for.
Yes.
And everybody's like, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy my sickness has gone away. You know, people
it was an older crowd.
It was a much older crowd.
Yes.
And
the average age in there was like 87.
And you got to me, and thankfully, Dr. Vaughn had slipped me and Josh.
We didn't know the protocol, so I didn't have any money.
I didn't know. We didn't have any cash.
It's kind of like me when the collection plate comes around church.
And your Meemaw gives you a couple
$1
dollars
to put in there.
Yeah. Dr. Vaughn did that for us. And so when it got to me, I was like, I'm happy to meet all you people. And then Josh, who's so good with speaking, he's like, I'm glad the coffee pot's back where it belongs in Coffee County, Manchester.
One reason I did that is because they had Tullahoma guests. Like,
and
apparently,
I was like, that's smart.
Apparently, it was rare for them to have like Tullahoma Club guests
Kiwanis,
there, so they made a big deal. We got Tullahoma people here. We're excited, and I was like, I'm about to bust their chops with it.
And I'm like, oh, I wish I'd have thought of that. Because I had to do mine first. And I wish I would have swooped in and got it. And then what would you have done?
She stole my answer.
Okay. Well, it was one of those situations where they're passing the jar around, and the whole time I'm like, what am I going to say? It's got to be something good. What am I going to say? And I'm like, I'm happy to meet y'all.
Well, actually, she was going to try to not say anything. She just put the $1 in and was trying to hand me the thing. And I said, no, you got to say something.
No, that wasn't. I was going to say something, but the gentleman next to me was still talking, and I didn't want to rush him. I was going to give him a minute.
Yeah.
To finish up.
Well, it was a game.
Afterwards, after Josh spoke and it was over, they all come up to him and said, I enjoyed your program. It was so precious.
I was like, I don't know what program I had, but we had a good time.
Yeah.
We got to meet some people from Tullahoma. I got to meet a former radio DJ from New York who had moved down here and lives in Tullahoma now. So it was neat. You get to meet people like that and kind of spread the word about Thunder Radio.
Yeah.
But one random guy from Tullahoma was like, "You the station that's got Rick and Bubba on in the morning? Because I like that." I was like, "Yeah, we are." Matter of fact,
he moved from New York. He says he's never even been to New York City. Lived in New York his whole life. He moved here about 4 years ago. Said he's never even been to New York City. And I'm like, Josh was like, "Well, how did you end up here?" And he basically drew a triangle of the best areas, and then picked Coffee County.
Morning show.
Josh, I just heard a little of your conversation because I slept in. Did the daughter have a flat tire last night?
Yeah.
It was shredded. It wasn't just flat. It was.
Well, listen, I had to do this with one of my girls. I don't know which one. Before they left, they had to go out, take their foot and kick it.
Well, I've told her to do that.
Huh?
I can tell her to do those things, Sue. You can lead a horse to water and all. But
I understand that.
Yeah.
Enjoying the show, guys.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I've told her that too. I was like, before you leave, when you go somewhere, why don't you just give a little visual inspection? Take a look at your tires, make sure they're good. Why would you want to do that?
Honestly, I think she's going to need one of those vehicles that, like, alert, your tire is flat.
Yeah.
Stop driving.
Not low, it's flat. It's gonna catch on fire soon.
Those sparks are not supposed to be there.
She's driving at night. She got me throwing sparks up back there. She was on the rim.
Dooty doo.
I thought it was a truck next to me. I'm like, what?
She come in last night when Josh and her come in, and she come into my room, and she had a stuffed animal that she had gotten from the fair. And I was like, what why are you showing me this? She's like, look what I got. And I was like, I'm like, okay, yeah, you probably ought to just go on to bed.
Get away from me. All right. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. I want to tell you about Common John Brewing Company. So they're opening up for breakfast in about 8 minutes. So get on down there and check them out. Be a good day to grab you a breakfast burrito, maybe a scrambled egg power bowl. And while you're there, get your tickets for their beer fest. That's coming up September the 14th from 1 until 5. You're going to have so many different breweries there bringing their beers and really good food trucks as well. That's coming up September the 14th from 1 to 5. You can get tickets online as well at commonjohnbc.com. At least I think you can get them online. Go there and check that out, or go up there and see them in person. Common John Brewing Company in Manchester. They'll be there all weekend long, opening up at 8 today and tomorrow, 10 o'clock on Sunday. Maybe swing on by there, watch a Titans game on Sunday. It'd be a good place to be. We got birthdays coming up next. It's the Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better. Since 1975, we've held...
I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just trying to banter with the lady. I was like, I thought she'd be like, well, you know, she would.
I know sometimes your banter, you have a different delivery than some people are used to. I know that, but if someone doesn't know you, it could appear abrasive.
I can get that.
I know that's just how you talk. Your brother even said, he said, sometimes I'll answer something and it sounds way more sarcastic than I intended. He's like, I can hear it, but that's just how y'all talk.
Well, anyway, we are live this morning.
Bless her.
Just a rerun. I've had voicemails from her before.
What kind of voicemail?
Well, she had left a voicemail one time wanting to know why we just do reruns every day. And I was like, so I called her back. She didn't answer. So, because she left her number, and I was like, well, I'm going to call her and explain to her it's one of the days where we just weren't here. And I'm like, we don't do reruns every day, but you know, you made a call today where we did have a rerun. And she didn't answer. So then she called me back later, and I was excited. I was going to explain to her. I feel like I interact better with older people.
She sounded old.
I know. So I was excited to talk to her. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be able to talk to her and get her to laugh. It's going to be a good time. Like, I answered the phone, and she was like, yeah, I don't remember her name. This is, Phyllis. And she's like, I thought she was going to say, I've been, listening to the station. She's like, I've been getting a phone call from this number every day. And nobody ever says anything. And I call it back and nobody ever. And I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, because I got a voicemail from you about the morning show, about Thunder Radio. And she said, no, but you call me every day. I got a missed call every day. So,
Just maybe slightly confused.
She's a little confused. So in hindsight, probably shouldn't try to play those games. In hindsight, wish we had that.
You're talking to me, ain't you?
No, this is a dream.
Smooth.
Sorry.
In a world of cluttered garages, Lois starts a cleaning frenzy, putting Peter's valued belongings at risk.
Don't forget high school football tonight. Pregame show at 6.
Football.
The radio pregame show starts at 6. Friday Night Thunder. The video won't go live till about 6:50 or so.
Don't let your treasures turn to trash. Visit acmestoragetn.com or call 931-283-2845. Act now and protect your possessions.
Living in Tennessee, you have the value of good neighbor, someone you trust, someone who looks out for you.
Do you remember that movie Ladybugs? Had Rodney Dangerfield in it.
Shannon said you should have told her about her vehicle's extended warranty. I meant to reach you about your vehicle's extended warranty. Rodney Dangerfield.
That movie Ladybugs,
I don't know if I saw it.
where the boy soccer play, he's dating this kid's mom, and he starts coaching a middle school or high school girls soccer team, and he dresses the boy up as a girl to be on the team, like be a ringer.
No.
Ladybugs, you've never look.
I don't think I saw it. Sorry.
Oh me. I got my
Birthdays.
football jersey on today.
Yeah, look
I'm
at
dark over in this corner.
you. That lights gets, you gotta have more brightness as the morning goes because of the backlight that comes in. I guess in the morning you don't need it. GoFundMe / Tires for Gracie. Yeah, her tire pressure sensor, you know how those are. One of them, I guess, one of her valve stems was leaking. Miraculous. She's a curve rider. So one of her valve stems was leaking, and so they had to replace it. But they didn't have one that had.
That's the same tire it was last time.
No, it's a different tire.
Is it not the?
But it's just she doesn't have one that says front left tire. Back, just any tire is low. But now the tire sensor's out on one of those tires. It's just showing low tire pressure.
They say it's your birthday.
All right. Birthday time, 728-1320. Today's a big day because it is Friday. We'll be drawing for not only a slice of birthday pie, which we will be drawing for this afternoon at 4:30, but we'll be drawing for a birthday cake from the Manchester Food Lion. That's this afternoon at 4:30. Yesterday's pie winner was Cameron Hoback. Congratulations, Cameron. This afternoon, we'll draw amongst today's birthdays for the pie and all week's birthdays for the birthday cake. Call them in anytime at 728-1320. Drum roll, please. Here we go. September the 6th. Jake Nettles has a birthday today. He's 22. And Lauren Tillman is 39. Happy birthday to those peeps. And I've got somebody on the phone here. Morning show.
Yeah, I'd like to call in a birthday.
Let's do it.
Jessica DeLuca.
Jessica. And you want to help me with that last name?
Okay, DeLuca.
Well, just like it sounds.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know how old she is?
She's pushing 50.
All right. Well, we won't say. We'll just keep that part a secret.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Happy birthday to Jessica DeLuca. We draw this afternoon at 4:30, so be tuned in for that. Holly, slips.
Rosie Perez turns 60. She was on White Man Can't Jump. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Andrea. Or, no, that's not right. Yeah, Andrea. Is that her name?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Billy Hoyle's girlfriend.
Billy. Come on, Billy.
Food is start with the letter Q.
Macy Gray turns 57. And Idris Elba turns 52.
And that's it for celebrities and local birthdays. You can call in your local birthdays all day long at 728-1320. We're across the top of the hour. That means it's Morning Show Overdrive, financed by our friends at New Haven Mortgage. They can help you finance your home at New Haven Mortgage. You know, by and see them in downtown Manchester, online at newhavenmtg.com. Heather Phillips and her team are great to work with. They have over 60 years of experience in the home lending industry. They're not robots. They're not chatbots. They're real people. They can help you out. They understand real people's problems, and they have real solutions. New Haven Mortgage, NMLS 1477317.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio, WMSR, 1320 AM, 107.9 FM, and worldwide at Thunder1320.
All right, Florida Man Friday when we come back. Trey said, put that setting on her phone for when a car's in motion, her phone won't work. That'll keep her off them curbs. And probably.
Well, we had a rule that she had to put her phone in the back seat or in the back floorboard when she drove.
Yeah, we probably need to make sure that's happening. Probably gonna have to replace a wheel today. I don't know. He's surprised you had to replace a wheel yet.
Who's getting you all riled up over there?
Brian.
You don't know what you're doing to me, Brian. You'll get him all riled up. Took me forever to get him calmed down.
Tuning in late. Surprised to see Josh is still there. Thought Kate was taking this over.
Is that Jerry?
Yeah. Kate is in fact not taking it over.
Jerry, do you play golf?
Holly doesn't.
I do.
No, she doesn't.
I play golf now.
She does not.
I'm a golfer. Good. Kate gave me a glove to wear. It was
See
a good
that
thing.
glove?
It was a good thing too, because
You got some blisties.
got some blisties. It didn't take us that long.
To play golf?
Yeah, it went 9 holes. Didn't take us
No, from
too terribly long.
2.5 hours.
I don't something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't look at my clock hardly.
I mean, not a lot of traffic down there to deal with, so
I
it's just
like
however long
that.
it takes you to play. She shot a 77.
It wasn't a 77.
She shot a 55, but she didn't count all the balls she hit into the woods or all the mulligans. So
Wait, 9 holes. Say I did that on every hole. That's it. Let's just bump it up to 15. Say I did 15 of those reshots.
put you to 70
Puts me at 70.
plus your penalty strokes.
I didn't have any penalties.
Kevin said that segment yesterday about the doctor taking out the wrong organ. That man that happened to that passed away was from North Alabama. It was on Huntsville News this morning.
Mm.
So that's close to us. North Alabama, not far. Yeah, when you lose the ball, you get a penalty. She didn't play like that. So she's about 75, 77, maybe a little higher.
I gave myself 15 penalty points. 15. I shot a 55 and I added 15 penalty points.
Leslie said, when you play at Willowbrook, stop at 13 for a beverage. Kate's got her own beverages. but
I have had the Bloody Marys out there at Bosky's, and they are very good.
Well, I think she means her house. She stopped at 13.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know she lived at 13. What? What?
Just you trying to follow along.
I thought there was like a drink station. I never played golf at Willowbrook. I've taken
She still don't know where 13's at. I guarantee you she don't know where that's at.
I know where her house is.
Yeah. By the time she gets to the back 9, Leslie, it's gonna be she's gonna run out of balls before she gets there.
I only lost 2 balls yesterday.
Because you found a bunch. You won't find as many at Willowbrook.
I found a bunch of balls. Kate said they're probably waterlogged, but I took them anyway.
I know golf balls can get waterlogged.
Well, now you know that.
Yogurt. All these items are on sale this week at Spring Street Market. See the great prices and the full sales ad. Visit Thunder1320.com.
If your credit is less than great, we have several banks that are hungry and ready to loan you money for a dream car. Most customers will qualify with 0 down, and we have a vehicle for most any budget. Give us a call at 931-722-2402 or visit Al White Motors.
All right. Florida man.
People thinking Trust Company of Manchester was introduced sports balls. Thunder Radio. Josh Peterson. Coffee County Central Volleyball. Its home record over 3-0 sweep over Chevyville.
Where are you reading?
Nothing. I don't want to get too political. I'm having a good day. But I'm on Twitter, so.
Get off there, buddy.
Yeah, I don't. It probably would be a weekend event. Probably we're just going to play 18.
9 was good. 9 was plenty.
9's a good amount for you.
Why do we need to play that other 9? That sounds like a long day.
The back 9 at Willowbrook will break you.
I will break you.
It's rough back there. Dr. Carmine said, Trump in a landslide. That'll cheer you up.
That would cheer him up.
I mean, cheer me up if we have better options, period. But, you know, it's whatever. It ain't Kamala.
What you're thinking, you know what, you might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Thunder Radio Morning Show Overdrive, financed by Heather Phillips and her team at New Haven Mortgage, newhavenmtg.com. You know, there's so many different online tools these days. You get on there and you're like, I need to, finance a house. Or I want to buy a house. I need a mortgage. And you end up talking to a robot somewhere on a chat bot, AI, whatever. And that's not how it works over at New Haven Mortgage. These are real people. They have real solutions, and they like working with real people too. So get on by and see them in downtown Manchester. New Haven MTG, NMLS 1477317. I didn't finish the website. newhavenmtg.com.
I'm rubbing off on you.
All right. It is Friday. We have not gotten to Florida Man Friday yet, so let's do that right now. Holly?
Florida man punches a man for complimenting his car. Guy said, nice car, bro. Florida man has turned himself in after an assault that took place in the Lake Wales area of Polk County, Florida, in which he punched another driver in the face for complimenting his car.
At this point, I'm becoming so familiar with Polk County. I just want to go there.
Can we just live in Polk County?
I just want to go there for a tour.
Okay.
Like it's like you go to Cooperstown to the Hall of Fame. I want to go to Polk County to see Florida Man.
Okay, so according to the Polk County Sheriff's Office this past Sunday, the driver was headed to Tyndall Camp Road on the way to the scenic highway. John Sturgeon suddenly stopped his vehicle, approached the driver, and punched him in the face. Deputies asked the victim what might have provoked the attack, and the victim said he waved his hand.
I waved at him.
At the 53-year-old man and said, nice car. He didn't take too kindly to that. He said, I'm trying to tell you, nice car, bro. I like your car. The victim can be heard saying in the dash cam video released by Polk County Sheriff's Office. The video shows Sturgeon walking from
there's dash cam video.
From his Dodge Challenger back to the victim and then back to the car after punching him. Polk County Sheriff said that the way that they went to Sturgeon's home, but he wasn't there, so they issued a warrant and he turned himself in for a road rage incident. Judging from the looks of this guy, it might not be just road rage. It might be some roid rage going on there.
Be careful talking about him, Holly. He'll be up here.
I'd like to see him try. He's no match for my husband.
I'm fixing to say, Holly can run that mouth and she's going to...
My husband will beat you up.
Will you stop that?
Let him try.
I'm a very good screamer.
Florida man accused of shooting a gun while intoxicated. Quote, I'm a dumb bleep.
There you go.
This is...
Gotta love the self-awareness.
This is some Turd Stay Thursday activity, actually. A family experienced a terrifying ordeal this past Sunday when bullets began flying into their home. Family took cover and called 911 for help. When the police got to the scene, the homeowner says, "My girl and my son are in the bathroom laying down. Bullets struck the home. They were evacuated. After a brief search, they discovered that the shooter turned out to be an intoxicated neighbor who was shooting at a tree in his backyard."
Just spraying bullets.
When they confronted the 38-year-old, he said, "Yeah, I'm a dumb bleep."
I missed the tree.
He was arrested and charged with 1 count of shooting into a dwelling, 1 count of using a firearm while under the influence, 2 counts of child endangerment, 1 count of criminal mischief.
Can I be an attorney? Maybe we can get an attorney to call in. Tell me. But I feel like the 1 count of shooting into a dwelling won't stick because it wasn't intentional.
I don't care. You shot into a dwelling.
I'm just telling you, I don't think it'll stick. The other ones may. Especially operating a firearm while intoxicated.
To me, it's simple. Did a bullet enter a dwelling? Yes. There you have it. You shot into a dwelling. I don't care if he meant to or not. He ain't supposed to be shooting.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying
I'm not wrong.
I don't know that that's how it will play out.
Homeless. We're on Florida Man, so this is a homeless Florida man. Homeless man beats and stabs Florida park goers that offered him some food.
This is why you don't be nice to anybody.
Okay, so there's a disturbing video. Deputies say that the 22-year-old homeless man asked park goers for money. When the 2 victims told him, "Hey, we can't give you any money, but we'd be happy to give you some food." That's when the suspect exploded into a violent rampage and began attacking and stabbing the victims.
That's because he didn't want your food. He wanted liquor.
The video showed Jackson swiping at the camera before angrily kicking a canned beverage. The suspect takes the second victim's bike to strike the man. He hit him with his bike, but before throwing several punches and wrestling him to the pavement. He is then seen picking the victim up and body slamming him on the concrete.
Oh my gosh. This guy went like Hulk.
The sheriff's office said Jackson fled to the victim on the victim's bike. It's Debo. This is my bike. So he fled on the bike to a Circle K store as if he were looking for other victims to rob. He was found armed with a box cutter stained with dried blood. I think they found their guy.
Golly.
Florida man asks deputies to test his bad drugs after burglarizing a home over barking dogs. All right, there's a lot to that. Tim Gunter, age 34, was booked into the Lake County Jail last week on charges of burglary and meth possession.
That's messed up.
According to deputies, he was flagged down by the burglary victim. The victim led police to Gunter and said he burglarized his home with his family inside. When speaking to the deputy, Gunter randomly uttered, "Hey, I think I received some bad narcotics. Could you test them for me?" Gunter showed.
Well, I got you here.
Gunter showed the deputy a plastic baggie containing a clear crystal substance, which later tested positive to be methamphetamine. He also admitted to breaking into the victim's home because he could hear the dogs barking inside.
What was he going to do with them?
It was like he said, "I hear these dogs. These dogs are telling me there's money here."
I got you. Gotcha.
Central Florida man portraying himself as a medical doctor is wanted by authorities.
Well, a lot of that happens down there.
Yeah.
There was a dentist, I think there was, a fake dentist for a while, and
A fake
doctor.
plastic surgeon where
Yeah.
they were injecting
It was
concrete instead of Botox.
Yeah. I've had
Well,
several of
this
those.
guy is, it seems to me,
This is the guy that removed that guy's liver.
he's practicing medicine with, listen, how do I put this? Okay, I'll put it like this. He identified groups he that would not see him he identified other groups he would not see as patients because okay, wait, I went too far.
Holly, come on, get it together. Get it together.
He targeted specific groups who felt he would pay that would pay in cash
There you go.
and not ask questions.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
No questions asked. We'll give you cash.
He said, "I'm a doctor." They said, "Well, we need a doctor, but also we need this to be low,
Gotcha.
low key."
Yeah, we don't have any insurance, so
And
you get what you pay for sometimes.
anyway, so they're looking for him.
I don't know if it said what kind of things he was doing or
It didn't say what.
just general practice.
Yeah, general practice.
But do you see pediatric? What's the matter with people? Fake doctors and fake cops. Which one's worse?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like the police impersonation?
No,
or-
I think
cops
people
are worse.
impersonating police officers are far worse.
Well, the ones who are doing it like a doctor, they're doing it for money at least.
I have seen where people are practicing medicine without a license, but they went to medical school.
Yeah, they didn't pass.
They didn't pass and get their license, but they went to medical school, and so they think, well, I did the thing. I'm a doctor, I'm a doctor. But they don't have a medical license per se. People that do the police academy thing, I feel like they just want to.
They just want to be in
eh,
charge of something. They're
enforce.
power happy
they're
people.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think those
worse.
people are crazy.
They're crazier. Probably both crazy, but they're crazier on the scale of crazies. 86 degrees for your high today, and then we get a little cooler tomorrow, 75 for your high. There is a slight chance of rain tonight, 20% chance. Saturday, 75 with a wind gust up to 20 miles an hour. 48 Saturday night, Sunday, 77 and sunny. And then we get heat right back up Monday, Tuesday will be in the mid-80s. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. Spiders, termites, fleas, ants. Call today. There's no contract obligations to work with Tyler Patton. 931-247-0781. You know what I forgot earlier? Friday Mix.
Oh, yay.
I did not fire up the Friday Mix earlier in the show. We got so far behind talking about those tires that I didn't get a chance to. Somebody's calling on line one. Oh, maybe I'll take that call first. Morning show.
Yes, sir. I want to put on a birthday for today.
A birthday for today. Let's do it.
Tracy Jeter.
Tracy. What was the last name?
Jeter. Jeter.
Jeter. Gotcha.
Yep, it's today.
Got it down.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye-bye. What?
Brady Addison also has a birthday today.
All right, we'll add that on there. Friday Mix, let's fire it up. Hit it right there. Morning show here till 8:30.
Let's twist again, like we did last year.
Dentists aren't really a doctor.
Huh?
Dr. Carmine said dentists aren't really doctors.
They are.
All right, we got to go. Bye.
Bye.